Hello, good evening, everyone. It's wonderful to see your lovely faces tonight. To all our co-founders who are here with us, you're always here with us, and it's so great to have your support each week. Here is where we change lives. And tonight, guess this webinar was planned just with you in mind. It is for you. So we're asking you to pay attention. We're going to make a very special presentation tonight. It's about a business. We would like you to listen attentively. Keep a pencil and paper close by where you can write down your questions. Anything that you need clarity on, any questions that you have, anything you do not understand, you are free to ask your questions tonight. And if you are a bit on the shy side, then you can type your questions in the chat and you will have those questions answered. We have lots of people on here who are well competent and able to answer those questions for you. So tonight, I ask you to sit back and relax, and we are going to ask the one and only guy, DrDerrick. He is from Jamaica by birth. He now resides in Florida. This man is becoming a real household name in Canada, America, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, all over the Caribbean. It's great to have him here again tonight to talk about and to present on passive. He was once in the military, he was once a teacher, and I trust him with talking about this business because he had lots of experiences in online business. DrDerrick, I present you to everyone here tonight, and take it away and let's see what you have to present. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Edmira. Really appreciate it. It's a pleasure. Just want to know if everyone is seeing my screen.
We are.
All right, wonderful. Peace and blessing to everyone. And again, thank you to all for allowing me this opportunity to present to you all. I really appreciate it. And the confidence that you have in me. Just want to thank all the guests for being on this webinar. And I hope and trust that you'll understand that this webinar is allowing you to have the opportunity of becoming a founder into a business. It's a very prestigious position. If you check all the businesses around thus far, the Microsoft, the Amazon, it is just a handful, not more than a handful of people in those businesses that are founders. I just want to tell you about in the 90s when internet and online become popular. A lady was accused of not paying her bill. And so she was almost being arrested when she declared that she paid her bill online. And, you know, they were so confused because the places that she was to pay did not receive the money. And so they send a policeman with her to her house for him to make sure that what she's saying was actually factual. And so when they reached to her house, she actually showed him that, see there, of course, I paid my bill online. And so when we recognize that, you know, when technology comes on board, sometimes it mesmerizes the mind. Technology is really something that, you know, it's there to understand if you are ready and willing to understand it. And so although this lady actually paid all her bill online, it still wasn't paid because that was a very different line. I turn your thoughts towards William Barnes and Clifford Noble that started Barnes and Noble in 1886. Can you imagine? 1886. I don't even think my great-grandfather did born it. But Barnes and Noble started 1886, the largest booksellers When Jeff Bezos came on the scene in 1994 and wanted to sell books on the computer, pitches to his investors, of which one investor said, "How would books come out of a computer? Will you get it out of the floppy disk slot?" And another confusion with respect to where computers were concerned. But Jeff Bezos, founder of Amazon, started a book sale business. Was selling books new? No, selling books was not new, but Amazon was a new concept. Let us turn our minds to Mark Zuckerberg. Mark, while at Harvard, spoke with several of his friends, and only two and one graphic designer in 2004 came on board. Was social media new? No, because most of us can maybe relate to MySpace and all of those social media before Facebook. Was Facebook a new concept? Yes, Facebook was definitely a new concept. Microsoft started in 1975. Was computer around before then? Yes. You can turn your minds to people like IBM or companies like IBM. So yes, computers were around. But was Microsoft a new concept? Yes. With only two founders. So what is the thing that Bill Gates, Mark Zuckerberg, Ray Kroc, Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, and Ash Mufarah have in common? Of course, they are common in having success online and also bad reviews about each of them, and others want to take them to court. So it's nothing new. From once you are successful, you are going to have all of these in common. And so when we look at our gem on Passive, which is of course our founder and CEO, Ash Mufarah, not to worry. Don't worry about any bad things that you might see online or anywhere, or people talking bad about him, because it is normal for people who are successful to be criticized. The reason you are not being criticized is because you're locked up in your closet and you are not exposed. The more exposure you have is the more you are going to be criticized. Since July 2018, of course, Ash Mufarah have a vision to use the internet to change the world. He wanted to contribute by turning poverty into prosperity on this planet. He has and does have a big heart for humanity. Ash absolutely is a true leader, a very approachable, great energy, friendly, smart, funny type of person. And we can all attest to that. This has been the first CEO that I know that actually come and meet with us. Most of all, Ash wants everyone who sees the vision to become a founder with him, because that is what Ash wants, as many of us, to have this prestigious position to become a founder. So therefore, what does it mean to be a founder? A founder is a person who starts their own company, came up with the idea and started. What a prestigious position can you have? You are the person who founded your company that you are going to name, give it your own URL and your special touch. So let us understand that there are only two types of company. One, A public company, which is a company that has sold all or a portion of itself to the public via an initial public offering. What is an initial public offering? Basically the stock market. That's all. A private company is owned by companies' founders. And of course, you and I belong to a privately owned company. So we will not trade on the stock market. And so there are many companies that are publicly owned. And you see, I've just a few handful of them. Chase Bank, Construction Bank in China. You have Apple, you have Bank of America, you have Samsung, and many more that trade on the stock market. They are publicly owned company. Now you have privately owned company, IKEA, Publix supermarket, Wawa gas station, Bosch, and many others. These are privately owned company. And of course, OnPassive is a privately owned company with over 927,000 founders thus far. Different concept as to the concepts that have been there before. Growing by 2,000 to 3,000 daily, this company is going to be exceeding the amount of founders that any other company on the planet and Mars and Moon have. You're going to, as a founder, you're going to own your personal website. So it is like your website, not like. It is your personal website. You have a virtual office. Founders will be doing beta testing, which is testing the products, all the products. I think there's approximately 10 to 20 products that will be ready or should be ready. And as we go along, products will be available. New products will be available. So there's no cap on the products that will be available in our virtual office. Founders are a part of a super unicorn company. Founders earn residual income for life. Residual income. Income that just cannot stop. Even if you want it to. The income just coming and coming and coming. Founders' business will be built automatically. And that is what OnPassive will be doing for us. Please try to know your business because, of course, it is your business. Traffic will be targeted and sent to your website. 100% hands-free, which means you don't really have to do anything apart from keep up to date with your business. You don't have to invite, you don't have to sell, you don't have to recruit. Definitely it's not a recruiting business, not a selling business. If you want, you can share it with friends and family. If you want. All founders are also customers and resellers. Those are the three positions. So there is no diamond position and emerald positions and no positions like that. Only three positions, which founders are all three positions. You are a founder, you are a customer, and you are a reseller. After global launch, no founder's position will be available. Currently, we are in pre-launch. Next, as I said, will be beta testing, which is into our founders launch. And then finally, the official global launch to the public. So when OnPassive is going to start, when the tech team and the legal team gives the green light and say, yes, we're ready. And that is when we're going to launch. So what is meant by self-funding? A self-funding business is a business where we are going to be paying once out of pocket, and every time thereof, it is going to be funded by our profits. So a successful company is a company that will force you to be successful. And you say, how are you going to be forced to be successful? Let us look at Michael Jackson. Many of us know Michael Jackson. We kind of, in this webinar, we kind of sing one of the songs that is on We Are the World every evening. And so Michael Jackson, singing is his business. It did force him to be successful. Even so, that even after Michael Jackson died, he was worth billions of dollars. Right now as we speak, well, not today, but 2020, if you remember the album Thriller, that album is selling for $1,400 in 2020. One album. So you kind of know what we're talking about. Some of us might not know a vinyl record. And this was a LP back in the day. And so on passive, just like Michael Jackson, is going to force you to be successful. Force you in that respect. So money will be just coming and coming and coming when this business get up and running. And so let us look at the cost. What is the cost to start this business? But first, let us look at maybe a barbershop. A franchise in a barbershop, to own a barbershop, because you have barbershop franchise, just like how you have McDonald's franchise, and that can run you anywhere in 120,000 to start a barbershop. Can you imagine 120,000? Oh, wow. And those are three of the barbershop franchise that we have today. If you're trying to start a little food truck, you know, sell your little bagel and your little drink and what have you to cool down people in the hot summer sun, you're talking about 75,000 to 150,000. And all of these quote is in US dollars. So work it out in your country. If you're talking about Chick-fil-A, we're talking, you know, 342,000 to 1.9 million. McDonald's, Burger King, Buffalo Wings is even worse. And so let us understand that starting a business takes money, a lot of money. But Ashmafare, as I said before, is a man with heart. And so Ashmafare trying his very best to give us a billion-dollar business, actually multi-billion-dollar business for only 97 US dollars. That's it. Where on the planet or on the moon or on Mars can you go and get a business for 97 US dollars? And so therefore, founders will also, after that 97 US dollars to become a founder, there is another one-time subscription, which will be approximately or about 250 US dollars to activate the account. And that will now stamp your approval as a customer and a reseller. Because from once you are doing a business, you need to have product selling or services selling. And check out any legal business, they have a product selling or a service to offer. Once out of pocket and then out of profit, which means from your profits that your subscription, your monthly subscription, which will be that, you know, approximately 250 US dollars, that will be that monthly subscription. And so that will be deducted each month from your profit. So targeted traffic will be sent because now we want to know how this business works. And this is how the business work. Targeted traffic will be sent to your business every day. Targeted traffic. And the thing about targeted traffic is that, say for argument's sake, you have 1,000 people living in an apartment building, you know, just a round figure. Now, in that apartment building, 1,000 people not looking for the same product, which we're talking about online. And we're not talking about clothesline, we're talking about internet online. 1,000 people will in that apartment building will not be looking for the same product. But normally, when a company sells your traffic, they are going to just sell you that 1,000 people living inside that building. And maybe 5 or 10 of them might be looking for your product. But Ashmafara is going to send targeted traffic. So if only 5 person or 10 person in that apartment building is looking for your products, then that is what is going to be sent to your website. How do you get paid? Very important. Now, when that targeted traffic is sent to your website, and say for argument's sake, a few people buy, and they are just customers, they are going to buy whichever product they want. If they want the whole package, then they are going to pay monthly. They are going to be paying monthly as a customer. And that is how we get paid, because you check out your internet bill, you pay monthly. That is how your internet provider get pays every month. It can't stop that money. That money is coming to your internet provider every single month. That is the same thing with unpassive. That money will be coming to you every single month. Can't stop it. Once the founder launches, of course, unpassive will run massive marketing campaign, and that is using every and any media that they see fit. So if they want to be on a billboard and you're driving down the road and you say, oh, mercy, unpassive. Or you might be looking at your TV and you, oh, wow, unpassive advertisement. Or you might be listening to your radio in your car. Oh, unpassive is on my radio. All of those marketing strategies will be used by unpassive. And of course, with artificial intelligence and machine learning to get customers to sign up in your business, in our business, in every one of us business. So these customers are actively looking for the products and services unpassive has to offer. And so do you need customers? Yes. Every business needs customers. Every business needs customers. What if you were opening a little dressmaker shop or a little beauty salon, and you see 2,000 people line up the morning that you're going to open? Oh, you'll be so happy with that business. What are the products that unpassive have? What are the products that will be placed on your website? Every one of us website. The products are digital. That's number one. So we're not shipping anything to anyone. We don't have to have storage in our garage. We don't have to have any of that. All of the products are on your website, and they click it, they purchase, and they use it same place on the website. So products like Academy, or Mail, or Post, or Capture, or Virtual, or Bless, or Connect, or Wallet, or Create, or Bit, or Shop, or Counting, or Net, or Chat, or Lead, or Staff, or Trim, or Tracker, or Peep, or Domain. So far, these are the products that we know about. But there will be more. There will be more. And even when we reach the so-called 54, there will be more. There will be more and more products adding to your website, adding to all of us website. All our products is actually using the beautiful AI technology and machine learning that Ashmafara provides. Does unpassive have a building, or they are just on the internet? Definitely, we have structural brick and mortar building. So unpassive not going anywhere. They're not sneaking through the back door or anything like that, because we have a big office there in Orlando, which is our headquarters, where our CEO, Ash Mafara, stays. And of course, we have an operational headquarters in Hyderabad, high-tech city, also known as Silicon Valley, with approximately over 800 staff and growing and growing and growing. Now, I look up unpassive in Hyderabad on Google Map, and there it is, giving me a street look of the company right there on Google Map. Before any payout that will be done, then of course, the know your customer will be done. Know your customer, KYC, know your customer. And of course, a lot of identification process is going to take place, including face recognition, to just make sure that who you say you are is who. This is a fully legal business. It's fully legal, and therefore they are addressing it in a very legal way. So this is where commissions will be paid out in real time. So if you get a $10 today, if you get $100 today, if you get $1,000 in the next hour, if you get 300,000 in the next hour, you can draw it that same time. You don't have to wait till the weekend. You don't have to wait until month end. You don't have to wait until fortnightly. It's a real-time commission base. Nothing like we have seen before. So all who have seen pay structure before, they are nothing like what you are going to see in unpassive. What is the business? Therefore, the business is a complete digital online solution. It's a artificial intelligence. It's targeted traffic. It's more money, more money, more money with time freedom and abundance living. And of course, it is unpassive. So CATMO is our acronym. You will be having generational wealth, residual income, a sales funnel, landing pages, autoresponders on your website in order to take care of your automation that the business is going to be doing for you. Earn residual income for life, which just keeps growing and growing and growing. Create a life, a family dynasty for generations to come. You can now leave a legacy for your family. So not just a Bill Musk or Warren Buffett, or to leave a legacy for their children and children's children. Now you and I have the opportunity in this business to leave a legacy for our children's 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 children. Please thank the person who told you about this incredible business, and get back to the person who invited you to this opportunity and register using their link to become a founder with unpassive today. Become a founder today. Thank you very much. And I turn it back over to Edmira.
Thank you so very much, Dr. Derrick.